What's going on, people? Welcome to the LV Live Show. I'm LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Once again, I want to thank all the new subscribers who have come by to my channel, man. It is truly, truly appreciated, right? But listen, let's get right into it. The Knicks put up a great effort tonight, but lose to the Memphis Grizzlies, 118 to 114. Hey, listen, man, this was a great game. The Knicks were right in it, right? As when watching the game, they would nip and tuck pretty much back and forth in the first half. Grizzlies went up pretty, went up on the Knicks, and then the Knicks cut the lead down, and they were right there in it, right? And then third quarter, man, the Knicks really picked it up, big time. You know what I mean? They went up at 15 at some point. They won the third quarter, 40 to 26, man, 40 to 26, and going into the fourth quarter, they were pretty much up by 9, I believe. And then that's when the third quarter. See, I'm so used to it. The fourth quarter, Doom took over, and John Morant took over. Right? He appeared, and Julius Randle disappeared. That's what I'm going to say. Okay? And the Grizzlies won that quarter, 41 to 18. Let me make sure I'm right. Yes, no, excuse me, 31 to 18. They won that quarter. John Morant had 17 in the fourth. Man, that was it. That's the ball game right there. And Julius Randle had 6. Okay? Randle had an exceptional night. He had a very good night. Let me not say that. You can't disappear in the fourth quarter, man. You just can't. And he had a really, really good shooting game tonight. He could do whatever he wanted. There's nobody that could check Randle, man. Nobody. When he's doing what he wants to do out there, as big and strong as he is, there's nobody that could check him. The problem is with him is that sometimes he gets too, he wants to stay on the perimeter too much. That can't happen. If no one can check you, go to that Baja and get busy, get layups, man, get N1s like you were doing. Don't stop doing that. And in the fourth quarter, he stopped doing that. He stopped being aggressive going to the basket, and that was it. I don't know why he stopped. I don't know if he was tired. I don't know what was going on, but that's really what hurt us. Whereas John Morant put his head down and was going to the basket, getting fouled, and he was being aggressive. He wasn't really taking. Everything was high percentage. He was going to the basket, right? And that's what, to me, Randle has to do. He's got to get off of that, get away from that perimeter. Get away from there. There's nobody that can check you down there. Go down there and get busy, right? And score points. RJ had an off night tonight. It's gonna happen, man. That's the NBA, right? He shot 9 for 25. He had 23 points, but he didn't shoot that well. So he kind of struggled a bit tonight. But we're really, really short-handed. Of course, with Cam Reddish going down with the shoulder injury, he's out for the season. And of course, with Grimes being out. So, Knicks are short-handed, so guys are going to have to play a little bit more. With that being said, I do like that Taj Gibson has been giving us good minutes, right? But this is where, we've always stated that, you got to play Sims more. Because if you look at it, Sims kind of at times, not all the time, but at times he looks lost. He looks unsure of himself. And it shows in key moments, right? Because, Taj Gibson fouled out. Big Mitch had 5 fouls. So you really needed to get really good minutes from Sims, right? And he didn't really give that. And that's the importance of helping develop players. For the whole season, we've always been saying, why don't we see Sims? Why don't we see Sims, right? And for whatever reason, he hasn't been playing him. But now you throw him in now, in crunch time, expecting him to produce. He's not going to produce because he doesn't believe in himself. It's a big difference from college and the NBA. Everybody knows that. So you kind of have to get your sea legs right? You have to get your groove in. These 5 or 6 games that he's been playing, it's not the same as playing 45 to 50 games, right? Consistently. Because then when a ball is passed to you, you're not going to be unsure of what to do with it. You're not going to travel. You're going to know how to keep your man in front of you. You're going to do all those things because you got to get used to the speed of the league. These are the best basketball players in the world, so it's something totally, totally different. And the only way you learn is you got to play. And that's what hurt us tonight, right? Because Big Mitch was doing what he wanted. Big Mitch had a great night. Listen, Big Mitch has earned him a lot of money, man. So I hope the Knicks give it to him because he's gonna have there's gonna be a market out there for him. And he's gonna come off with top dollar if the Knicks let him walk. But he played well. He filled the stat sheet again. He had 10 rebounds. He had 10 points. He had 16 boards, man. 16 boards, 4 blocks, 3 steals, 4 assists. Listen, man. Big Mitch is really coming around, man, as a total player, right? We should be glad about his development. Once again, he's one of our young players. So, all season I was looking forward to Sims being his backup, not Taj Gibson. Taj Gibson is, he's a solid pro, man. His ceiling is already met. He's already reached. But what makes Taj Gibson great is he doesn't have to play for 5 to 10 games, and he'll come in and give you the same thing all the time. That's why he's a consistent vet. But with that being said, he doesn't need any type of more NBA experience. He doesn't need that, right? What you need is someone like Sims to get that experience because he needs it. He needs to develop as a player. But hey, you know what I mean? That's exactly why we got jammed up tonight. But what hurt us was Randall, man. Randall, he had a good night. But that fourth quarter, that's the winning time. That's the money time. That's when you earn your big bucks. That's when you earn your accolades. And in moments like that, that's what separates the good players from the great players. The average players from the good players, right? That you guys see where I'm going with this. And tonight, you saw the All-Star, right? The All-Star put his head down and said, listen, we win it tonight. We ain't losing to this team, right? And there's a reason why we're the second best team in the West, and we're pretty much, going to make a hard push in the playoffs, right? So he put his head down and said, nah, we win it. We ain't losing. No. I'm going to this rack, and I'm getting to the line, and we gonna do this, right? You saw it. Randall didn't have that in the fourth. So, it's a lot of things he's got to continue to work on, man. He's got to know his game. And what I mean by he's got to know his game, like, I like that he's been playing well these last 15 games or so. I like his energy, but he's like a roller coaster. So he can't get too happy with the jump shot. He's got to go to his bread and butter, which is going into that basket, backing down his man, or driving aggressively to the hoop, drawing fouls. That's where he's going to make really his money. That's where he's going to get busy at. So he's got to understand that. You take threes when they're wide open, but you don't stay on the outside. Like, you don't stay and try to shoot fall-away jump shots and stuff. Those aren't high percentage shots, right? So he's got to be mindful of that. And he's got to say to himself, all right, let me take high percentage shots. Because believe it or not, that's what RJ was doing. RJ was going to that rack. He was going and trying to finish strong. Julius has to do more of that. Because when he does that, guys, there's no one in the league that can stop him. He's big and strong. He's like another LeBron going to the basket. He's just not LeBron as far as trying to be a point forward. But going to the rack, being strong and aggressive like he is, there's no one that can stop him. He could do whatever he wants. But once he understands that about his game, why not keep on doing it? Why make it easy for the defense by shooting fall-away jump shots? Why do that? We've had a lot of games like this year, guys. When the Knicks were winning, and they pretty much could have won the game, they just don't know how to finish it off. So, that 3-game winning streak is done. So it was good while it lasted, right? Pretty much try to get it back. I think we got Brooklyn coming up, which is a big rivalry, as we guys know. Let me make sure I got that right. Let me see. Yes, we do. ABC, Sunday, in BK. I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. But, we got to get a big payback for what they did to us at the Garden. Okay, so, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. Throw records out the window. 2 rivalries come together. It's time to take care of business and get payback. All right? But listen, that's my show. I appreciate you guys coming by. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, people. All right? Also, too, if you can, please hit that bell icon to get all notifications on all my new shows. All right? I appreciate you guys coming by. That's my show. I'm LV Live, and I'm out. Peace.